Hey, we bought a farm. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, we bought a farm. So the farm down the road from where we still live came up for sale and we bought it. So we've got 485 acres for dairy farming. So most of it will obviously be for cattle and some crops, but I've managed to snag 2 acres for my garden and my flower farm. So right now we're going to have a look at that. So we're going to start here at the driveway. So you come in down this driveway and it goes past the house gates to the dairy and all of those farmy stuff that way. But here is my gate. I actually have 2 gates. My driveway bit goes around there and then comes back around over there somewhere. So you've got 2 bits, 2 sections, goes through over there. All there is some trees, big trees. So we've got big trees there, a beautiful big tree there that had to be cut oddly for the power lines, and then lots of lawn / weeds and some native paperbark trees that I've never been a fan of. Some yuccas, I swear, everywhere is yuccas. They will be going. I detest yuccas and agapanthus. They drive me up the wall, they're everywhere. So we've got that bit, but there's some spots here that will be really nice to plant up. And then, so there's plenty of options here to do a nice garden beds all along here. There is so much potential. Looks like there's some irises or something popping up there. There's a few roses. There is a bit of an irrigation system happening there. And then I don't know who did it, but sometime over the years, they just like to put things in the middle of the lawn. So the only actual garden beds, there's weeds there, there's this section. So here there's a gum tree growing right there, which will go because that's not cool right next to the house. There's roses there, there's some daffodils there, but this is actually proper garden bed, and it is set up with some irrigation and some sprinklers there. And then around the house, so it's just all trees, which will be wonderful in summer. But around the house is some garden beds. I don't know, there's a lot of this edging, but I don't know, it's pointless really. So I'll take that out, I think. But there's some roses that look like they've been neglected for a long time. All I've done here so far is just kept on top of the lawn just kept the lawn nice and tidy. I trimmed out the bottom of the trees. They had sprouted, so I've trimmed them out, but I haven't even been in here to any of the roses yet. That's a huge rose. I don't even know if they'll be any good, but we'll see. So there's another big ass tree right here, right next to the house. So that will most likely get removed. Some mint growing there. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't look that healthy. And then another tree here that does have a couple of buds on it, but I think I might pull out everything in this bed and just start again. I feel like this is the east side of the house, so it gets the morning sun. I just think it needs to start again. And then around the outside I've got some nice pine trees of some description, some weird little tree in the middle of the yard there, and then more big ass trees. So that's my front lawn and my east side lawn and west side lawn. And then we'll sneak through this little gate. So the only way to get in here is to bush bash through there. It doesn't even latch. But anyway, this is my back lawn. You can only get in here with the push lawnmower. Got a nice blossom tree, but only this side is growing, that side is not. So I might replace that maybe, but I do have two enormous ash trees here. I've been watching my ash tree grow at home at the other farm and been excited to see what it looked like when it was huge, like fully grown huge. But it would look like these, so excited about that. This is my back lawn. I've got my beef cow over there. She's eating that section there for me because I'm going to take out some fences and make that part of my yard as well. And then over here on the other side of that little drainage channel is my flower garden. So I'll just give you a little look around over here. I have a camellia tree, camellia shrub, who's prolific, but a little bit out of control. Clean that up. Through here, I'm hoping to make this my vegetable patch. So probably just start with some in-ground beds, but eventually some raised beds. Depends on how much these trees shade that area in summer. Here I have some grapevines. I don't know if they're alive. See if they're doing anything. Well, that bit's dead. I have no idea what to do with these, but they look really old. And from what I know of grapes, they don't grow anything on old vines. So I'll have to figure out what's if there's anything that is like a second year. That's got something growing on it. There's one. There might be one. I have a lemon tree, and then over there I have an orange tree. So here is the irrigation channel. So here in northern Victoria, we flood irrigate our paddocks. So this channel fills up with water, goes through there and beyond to water those paddocks. And then over there is where my flowers will be. So I need a bridge. I need to build a bridge and get over it. I'm not sure what this tree is. but it's very big. So we'll see what that leafs out and looks like, and then you guys might be able to tell me what I'm dealing with. No idea. So this fence running through here, we will be taking out, and then that section up there to that fence line that's just there will be part of my garden. It was just really long and I didn't want to mow it, so we put the cow in there. She's doing a marvellous job. Hey baby. She's my speckle park, a red speckle park, and that's her little baby boy. Hey cutie. And now I shall walk all the way around to my flower garden, my flower field, and show you that. Okay, we're at the gates of my flower paddock. Don't worry about the tractor doing its work behind me. If I waited until no one was doing anything, I'd never get this done. So this is my flower paddock. So initially we're going to be entering from this way, and then we will come down here, and this peg here is marking out the 10 meters, because if you've watched any of my videos, maybe, my beds are currently all 1.2 by 10 meters. So I don't want to change that. So this section through here will be my annuals, and those beds will all be 10 meters by 1.2. And then I'm going to do some other things over this side. I've got a string line marking it out. I have filmed a video, I haven't edited it yet, of setting up the irrigation. So there will be a video coming on how we took this paddock from just having a trough to having lots of risers and points for me to hook in my water. Over in this corner, along this back fence, all the way around the fence, I'd like to do more of a garden. So still do lots of cut flowers. So still have lots of flowers for cutting, but in a flower bed situation. Most of these will be the perennials, so I kind of don't want to take up those beds with perennials. I'd like the perennials to be in a garden bed setting, so that if I ever don't want to do this, I just have a nice garden with lots of perennials in it. So this one here will go this way, so this will be a north-south bed, and there'll be two beds, one here and one further down, and they will be 13 meters long. And then along here with this string line, I have marked out 18 beds, so I can have 18 annual flower beds along here, down there. On this section here next to the other house that's on the property, I will do trees that can be for cutting. So I'll see if I can find some eucalypts, maybe some viburnum, anything that I can use as tree foliage. It's still a work in progress, so you know, it'll probably evolve, and I probably won't do any of what I'm saying now, but for the moment this is what I'm thinking. So all around the edge is flower beds, and then here at the end of this section, where does bed 18 end? 16, 17, 18. So this is bed 18, so that'll finish about here. So I have that section here. So anything on that side, except for the edge here, so all this in here, I could do something. So I'm contemplating doing a bed that goes on more of an angle in line with these ones, or doing a funny little, like a teardrop, or a, I don't know, something there and then along the fence line, along the drive, along this line here, I'd like to make that quite pretty because when people come into the farm, that's what they're going to see. So we'll do that along there. And then here I have some garden soil to go on top. So that's what I usually put on top of the beds. So if you stick around, one of the next few videos I'm going to start today is me making these beds. So this is mushroom compost. It's a bit too hot at the moment, as in the nutrients in it are too hot, they haven't broken down enough. They will most likely burn whatever I put in if you planted straight into it. So I will put gypsum down and then the compost and then till that through and then put the garden soil on top. That's my plan. So here is my future flower farm. So I think that is it for this video. Please stick around, subscribe, check out the next video, which fingers crossed will be putting the irrigation line in, and then the one after that I'm hoping will be making the garden beds, and then who knows, I've got a lay drip line, I need to plant so many things. I need to move plants from the old farm to this farm, so many things happening. So if you want to see that, please stick around, subscribe, like this video, do all those cool things, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.